UFOs, hoverboats, pigs, and more. It looks like all of that is coming to GTA 6. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA 6 video. Today, we're continuing to talk about those leaked videos. I know they came out like 2 weeks ago. Look, it's fine. As always, in case you haven't seen any of the other videos I've done, I'm not showing any of the footage. You can't show any of the footage on YouTube. You can go out there, find it if you really want to. If this is also your first time watching any of my videos, definitely check out the other GTA 6 videos that I've made over the last couple of days, because we've gone into more detail as to what the game is going to have. And today we are just continuing that. These are about 10 or so more details that we learned from those leaked videos. And the only sort of disclaimer I'll say is that some of these features could very well be cut from the game. I mean, we all have played Rockstar titles. We all know there's a bunch of cut content usually in those Rockstar titles. So some of these things could definitely be cut, you know, in the final version of the game. Hopefully not, though, because some of them sound awesome. Some of them look really cool. But let's hop into it. The first thing, and this is actually stemming from the police video I did a couple of days ago. I didn't mention it because I actually overlooked it, but when I was going through the footage again, there was a particular clip where Jason was actually being watched by a CCTV camera. So it appears, at least at the moment, CCTV cameras will be in the game in some capacity. Maybe that is how the cops get called. Maybe that was Rockstar's answer, because people complained about the cops being called even though there were no witnesses. Well, maybe now you have to worry about the actual CCTV cameras instead of just other people seeing your crimes. There was a hitbox in this clip, so it does appear that you could just straight up destroy the camera, maybe just shoot it or something. But that might be just another thing that is added to sort of your plan whenever you're doing a specific crime. You have to actually think about the CCTV cameras. So that's really awesome. The next thing, sort of in the same line, there were a number of files called easy scores in the developer menu. And these more than likely are just places you can rob. So think of the gas stations in GTA 5, but just, you know, much more. They had things like body shops, the cafes, the clothing stores, food trucks, massage parlors, and more. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of little smaller businesses that you could potentially rob and make some money that way. Now, one of the fun things, the Hoverboat is back. I'm surprised we never got that in GTA 5 or GTA Online, but it is returning. We got to see Jason riding on it in the airport, so that was cool. Also, it appears there's going to be UFO events, so if anyone was wondering if those were going to be making a return, yes, there was a couple of files in the developer console that simply stated like UFO event. So in some capacity, those will be back. I'm sure there'll be another Chilean mystery, although I don't know what it'll be called for Vice City, but that'll be cool. Now, specifically about the main characters, Jason and Lucia, at one point, it appears in the story, they will be using a motel as a safe house. So the leading theory is that it's going to be a Bonnie and Clyde style of a story, and that sort of checks out. They're on the run, they're using the motel as a safe house. Maybe in the end, of course, you'll be able to buy like a property or something. But also, on that same front, Jason and Lucia do appear to be a couple. While robbing the cafe in one of the clips, you can hear Jason tell Lucia, "Let's get out clean, baby. Come on." Which is something normally people only say to their significant other. Now, an interesting part that people are just running with right now, in one of the developer menus, in one of the clips, there's a list of characters. There is Jason, there is Lucia, but then there's also these two other names. One is Billy, and another name was Kai. Now, people are speculating that these are maybe their children and that you play as them, like, once the story is complete at the end of the game. Kind of similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't know. That seems a little far-fetched. Actually, in another clip, you do get Billy as a contact. So I'm thinking Billy and Kai are just main characters, but obviously not ones you play. We also learned that What Up is going to be the social platform used in this GTA world, obviously based off of WhatsApp, but it's just called What Up. So of course that's going to be real fun to see what Rockstar can, you know, come up with as far as making fun of that. It appears there's going to be actual more in-depth wildlife in this game. You would imagine they're going to be expanding on the wildlife from Red Dead Redemption 2, but things like bobcats, gators, snakes, raccoons, boars, I think there was even a cow in one of the backgrounds. All of those animals, in addition to of course, you know, the birds and stuff flying around, will be in this game. So that'd be cool. Hopefully they make their way into the online aspect. And then the final thing we'll touch on in this video is the different ways you can aim your gun. So when you're actually in a vehicle, obviously if you're not driving, you can literally sit out of the window to use rifles, which is something you couldn't do in GTA 5. You could only use like smaller hand weapons. Well, now if you actually get out of the vehicle, you can use rifles. I'm assuming you're obviously probably more than likely gonna take more damage doing that, but you have that option. Also, when you're just on the ground, you can swap shoulders. That was one of the things they tested in these clips, and it actually changed which hand you held the firearm in. So like if you wanted to go right-handed or left-handed, you could do that. Another thing, which I didn't think was very realistic, but you can shoot underwater. They were testing that specifically. Maybe that's just because there's going to be sharks and stuff in the water and they need to give you a way to deal with them. And then actually one final thing in one of the clips. Now, Jason nor Lucia was doing this. I think it was just a random NPC, but it appeared to be that like they were being controlled. They were carrying a dead body, or at least like a hurt body. I'm not really sure how useful this will be like in a GTA game to just carry bodies around, but maybe that's a way that they could improve the stealth. Like if you kill someone and you're trying to be stealthy, you have to actually pick up the body and move it to an area where it doesn't get seen. I mean, obviously that's like a thing in other games. I'm not sure if Rockstar's going to go that route, but you can carry bodies. They were testing that as well. So those were a bunch of new features that, again, we haven't talked about yet, that are going to be making their way to GTA 6, or at least hopefully. Again, it is an alpha that we got to see. Things could get cut, but it is always just really cool to get an idea of what the final game is going to look like. And we're starting to put that together going through all of those leaked videos. So anyway, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.